Okay, workers' compensation insurance. So this is like a bit similar to like when you drive a car, you've got to have your third party. So if you prang your car, heaven forbid. So I'm looking at Chloe. Didn't you have a car accident recently? Who had a car accident recently? Didn't make it to school on time. I can't remember who it was.
That lady, that girl that sits there and she still came to school.
Oh, that's right, the one who came to school for the test. So, anyway, heaven forbid you have a car accident, right? But it's a bit like you have to have this compulsory insurance. Now, this is when you work. So, Michaela, when you were at work, someone had paid workers' compensation insurance for you. Okay? So, if you had an accident at work, you'd be covered. Now, this is not like your own insurance policy. Okay? This is just like a work insurance policy. I think these are still the names. In South Australia, it's return to work. And what it's based on, the amount of money your employer has to pay, is based on his total salary for the business or her total salary for the business, plus how dangerous the business is. So if you think you're working on top of a 30-storey building, you would think the industry premium rate would be a little bit higher than if you were serving food on a table. Firstly, you wouldn't be 30 stories up, and secondly, you wouldn't be scared, and thirdly, you wouldn't be wearing a harness in case you fell off. Okay? And this remuneration is how much the business pays out in salary. Now, we're just going to say, if I give you that earn so much, we're just going to say that's their salary. We're not going to go into how much like long service leave you got to pay, how much this you got to pay, how much that you got to pay. It's just we're just going to do a simple salary and you just assume it's all. All right, so let's have a look. Okay, the base premium is how much money the business pays out per year in salary times how risky the business is. And that's base premium. Now, you need to know that word, base premium. Now, once you've done that, in this example on page 172, you can get a discount. Okay? So, if there's been no accidents during the year, you get all of that discount. Now, the other word you need to know, pre-tax premium. You have to add on any claims from the previous year. Now, some of you people have got car insurance. Chloe, do you drive? Do you have car insurance or use your parents?
I don't know, Mum does it all.
Ah, so you must be using your parents. Do you use your parent?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm under 18.
Okay. So if you prang the car, like, let's say me, I prang the car and part of it's my fault, I have to pay a certain amount to repair the car. Okay, it might, in my case, it might be $200, it might be $500. But if it's not my fault, like I don't pay anything. But I mean, if you're on the road, basically you've got some fault and you have to pay some part of your insurance. It's like house insurance. You know, if someone breaks into your house and steals $20,000 worth of stuff, you may have to pay the first $1,000. And so we're looking at these claims. So what we're talking about is kind of this no claim thing. Anyway, just remember it's 3 times the discount. That means nothing to you now, but let's have a look. There are 2 add-ons, of course. The government's not going to let anyone go without paying a tax on anything because this is a service. It's not a goods, it's a service. So they have GST on it and they have a work health and safety fee. Now, the work health and safety fee is set at 2.3% of the base premium. That's why you need to know that term, base premium. And then the GST is 10% of the pre-tax premium. That's why you need to know that term.
What are add-on any claims from the previous year? How do you know the claims from the previous year?
They will tell you.
Okay.
So, like, when we look at this example,
Yeah, I see.
okay, so this is page 172, example 12A. There are 2 examples there. Now, it says the business pays out this much in salary. So we're just assuming that's the total salary, okay, with all the little add-ons that you pay on salaries. So, Michaela, if you earn $20 an hour, your employer is going to have to pay you $20 an hour, put some money in for super for you, and put some money in this workers' comp for you. So your actual salary might be closer to $28 an hour, but you don't see it all.
Yeah.
So we're just saying, let's just say it's all in here. Okay, we're not worried about all those little bits and pieces. So this job here, described on page 172, has an industry premium rate of 7.5%. Okay, so that's a relatively higher rate than working on a table that might be 1%. And the previous year, the claims were $5,000. So Michaela, they already told you there's been $5,000 worth of claims. Now let's see what we do with it.
I just want to tell you the premium rate too.
Yep. So the first thing we want to work out is the base premium. So we have this little table here. Base. It's the amount of money that's there times by 0.075. Remember, that is 7.5%, which is 7.5 over 100. Move the decimal place back 2 hops, 0.075. 0.075. That works out to 30,000. So that's the base premium, $30,000. So out of this salary, out of this group of salaries that the employer's paying, they have to find $30,000 for insurance. Okay, the next one. You get a discount. How do you find the discount? It's either given to you, which I will do in the test, or you look it up on the table. Now there's a table there, and if you look up, let's just have a look over here. If you look up here, 30,000 in that bracket there, 10% discount, okay, so 10%. So we just looked it up on the table. For $30,000, its discount is 10%. 10% of that is $3,000. So in the test, I won't make you look up a table. I'll just give you what the discount rate is.
So the discount is 10%. So that's
Okay.
why you're doing 0.1 times 30.
Yeah.
No, equals 3,000. So then what does it just move on to?
Now, so what we're trying to calculate is your base premium, take away the discount.
And the discount is 3,000.
And it's 30,000, take away the 3,000 is 27,000. So that's the base, take away the discount.
And so the base is 400,000 in this one.
Yep.
Take away
3,000.
discount. Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, I don't get it.
Ask a
You just
question.
confused me.
Okay.
Oh, I'm confused because you have base premium take discount, but then you have the 30,000
Okay.
take.
I said to people,
Oh, that's why.
you need to work out the base premium, which is the amount of money the business pays out in salary, times by how risky, this percentage here is basically how risky the business is. Okay? The higher this number is, the riskier the business. The lower that number is, less risk. Okay, and so for 7.5%, now I'll give you what that is, right?
Okay, I was going to ask how.
No, I will give you that. Otherwise, there are pages and pages on the internet that you just look up the business, you see what the base you see what the industry premium rate is. So I'll give you that one there. You just have to work it out, and it worked out to $30,000. Now, it's like a premium on an insurance company. A premium means how much you're going to pay. Okay, so we've worked it out. It's $30,000. Now, they're giving you a discount. And basically, if you've made no claims, you get this nice discount. And that means they're saying, instead of having to pay $30,000, we take $3,000 off, and you've got to pay $27,000.
Your insurance.
That's your insurance. That's how much you have to pay for insurance. Okay? Now, so yeah, it's a big insurance policy, but it just covers everyone. So, Michaela, are you happy with this?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the base premium, take the discount.
I just read it.
but you need the base premium to be able to work out the future steps, okay? And we'll come up to them. Now, we need to know two numbers. We need to know base premium, which we've just been working out up here, and now we need to know the pre-tax premium. Fazila, are you still with us? Okay. Now, it says, add on any claims from the previous year, up to 3 times the discount. Now, let's just think. 3 times the discount is 3 lots of $3,000, which is $9,000. I've just done it here. $9,000. 3 times the discount. Now, someone set that number up, 3 times the discount. Now, the claims are $5,000. Are the claims less than $9,000? Yep. So we add them on. It says, as claims are under, add the lot. So the pre-tax premium becomes the discount price plus the $5,000 in claims. Okay? Has that negated the $3,000 discount? I mean, you've got $3,000 discount, but suddenly you've got to add on $5,000. Do you see this is not... Because someone's made a claim and it's under a certain amount of money, you basically still pay for it. Does that make sense to you? It's a bit like a no claim. Well, I'm trying to explain it's a bit like a no claim bonus when you have an accident in your car. You have an accident in your car, you have to pay a certain amount yourself. And that's what they're saying here. The certain amount you have to pay yourself in the case of this business is up to $9,000.
I don't get the 4th step. I don't get that. The second to last one.
This one here,
Yeah.
they say you can add on any claims,
So you pay
but the
3
claims are maximised at 3 times the discount.
So that's 9,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is just make-believe, right? Say someone died and they paid out $5 million. Okay? Say someone died and the insurance company paid out $5 million. You only have to pay the first $9,000.
Yeah, so I just don't. Okay, so 3 times 3,000, that's 9,000 because the discount's 3,000.
Yeah.
Claims are 5,000. Firstly, what does that even, like, what are they
Where do we
talking
get that 5,000? Is
Yeah.
this given to
That's
us?
given to you.
Okay.
So many people had accidents at this business and it cost the government $5,000. There's probably $5,000 in medical bills or something like that.
Okay.
about? And then,
But because that's under, I'll rub that bit out,
because the 5,000 is under our discount.
under 3 times the discount. Now this is just an arbitrary number, right? They're saying if it's under 3 times the discount, which it is, you have to add it on. If it was $15,000, you would only add on the $9,000. If it was $15,000, you'd only add on the $9,000. Okay?
Oh, so if the, I don't know, I still just don't get the last one. So if the claim, so the claim changes all the time.
Yeah, the claims are just what this is the cost of people injuring themselves in that business. Okay? That's how much you've claimed off the insurance company. If it's less than 3 times the discount, you just add it on. If it's more than 3 times the discount, you just use
The 9,000.
the 9,000.
Okay.
So suddenly they've got this discounted price of 27,000. They've already made claims the previous year of 5,000, so that works out they now have to pay 32,000. Okay? It says if the claims amounted to $10,000, well, you just add on the $9,000. Okay? So there's a limit of what you can add on. But if there are no claims, what do?
You get your discount.
You just get your discount price. If there's no
You
claims,
just pay the 27.
yeah, if this was 0, you'd just pay the 27,000.
What's the,
If there are no claims, you just pay that. And that's what I was trying to explain last time. When I worked for BHP, if there are no claims, everyone's really happy. Okay? Because that means no one has to pay extra. Now, you have to remember, this is the pre-tax premium. Pre-tax premium is now $32,000. Now, you have to go through those steps. Now, the only way to remember how to do them is just to do the questions there. Okay, over here, next one. We've got the add-ons now. It says the WHS fee is 2.3% of the base premium. Now, 2.3% is 0.023. The base premium was the $30,000, so that works out to $690. So we've got WHS $690. The GST is on the pre-tax, okay? And the pre-tax was $32,000. So 10% of that is $3,200. Pre-tax premium. So GST on the pre-tax premium was $3,200. Okay, 10% of this. So these are the two add-ons. So how much does the business have to pay for their insurance? They have to pay the $32,000 that we got over here, plus that fee, which is the WHS fee, $690, plus the GST on the pre-tax. So it's that plus 10% of that, but the WHS fee is based on the on the base premium. So that's why we worked that out first. So suddenly you get this convoluted way of charging the business $35,890. Michaela,
Yeah.
if there were no claims, there were no $5,000 claims, can you see that would be less? It's a little bit more, but it's like at least $5,000 less.
Yes.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
So does it kind of make sense that if there is a claim, up to a certain level, the business pays for it. Over a certain level, the insurance covers it. Yep.
So